For decades, the blueprint for a stable life was predictable: get a degree, land a corporate role, and ride the middle-class escalator to retirement. That escalator has stopped. The labor market is splitting, pushing workers away from the center and toward the extreme ends of the spectrum. We are currently in Phase 1, early disruption. Artificial intelligence is actively replacing roles defined by routine and low liability: the administrative staff and junior coders, whose work carries few life-altering risks if a machine makes an error. The workforce bell curve is hollowing out. The routine center grays out, while the extreme tails, the hyper-technical and hyperhuman, expand. Soon, up to 50% of jobs will demand new skill sets, shifting into roles that didn't exist a decade ago. Mainstream advice often defaults to telling every worker to learn to code. This ignores the reality that thousands of high-growth roles in the coming decade require physical presence and emotional labor, not more software engineers. Survival depends on mapping your specific risk tolerance and available capital against the three surviving career architectures. The next decade is a period of strategic selection. Every viable path carries a unique set of demands. The goal is to identify which specific variety of pressure you are best equipped to handle. The first surviving path belongs to the builders, the AI engineers, cloud architects, and renewable energy specialists designing the physical and digital future. This path is anchored in massive infrastructure expansion. Global energy transitions require thousands of new solar grids, substations, and engineering to support a low-carbon economy. Entry into this sector requires mastery of deep foundational logic and the ability to continuously learn new technical frameworks as they emerge. In India and abroad, top-tier AI and cybersecurity roles are seeing starting offers that can reach six figures, often exceeding the peak earnings of traditional mid-level management. But these high salaries are compensation for the knowledge treadmill. The half-life of technical skills has shrunk to less than 2 years. To stay relevant, a builder must undergo a complete re-education every 18 to 24 months, effectively learning a new profession while working a full-time job. Choosing the builder path means trading work-life balance for financial security. You stay ahead of the curve by committing your off hours to constant self-directed study. The second path belongs to the human connectors. This encompasses the doctors, nurses, mental health professionals, and HR specialists whose work centers on people. These roles represent the highest volume of actual job growth globally because they rely on empathy and physical presence, things large language models cannot provide. This path requires high emotional intelligence and the patience to navigate formal institutional gatekeepers, such as medical boards and government licensure programs. The ultimate outcome of this path is supreme job security. A machine cannot replicate the physical dexterity needed for geriatric care or the complex emotional grounding required in clinical psychology. However, traditional human labor simply does not scale. Because these roles are limited by the physical hours a person can work, they often have a strict ceiling on total income and carry a high risk of burnout. The connector path offers safety from automation, but it bounds your earning potential to the finite energy your body and mind can provide in a single shift. The third path is for the independent seekers, solo entrepreneurs using AI to build digital lifestyle businesses or operate in the creator economy. This requires cross-disciplinary mastery. You are the product developer, the lead marketer, and the sole accountant, operating without a corporate safety net. By leveraging automation tools to handle administrative tasks and routine coding, a single person can achieve the output of a small team, resulting in remote flexibility and uncapped earnings. The trade-off is a high rate of initial failure. Estimates suggest that over 90% of solo digital ventures fail to provide a living wage within their first 3 years of operation. Regardless of the path you choose, the entry mechanism has changed. The traditional 4-year degree is being challenged by the soft commit. While 4-year degrees offer prestige, 48-month curriculums risk obsolescence when technical frameworks expire every 2 years. Conversely, the soft commit, targeted certifications and portfolios, prioritizes relevance. Workers acquire skills like cybersecurity in 6 months, entering the workforce while traditional students remain sophomores. Success now requires trading the safety of legacy credentials for the extreme agility of continuous, self-directed upskilling. Navigating this landscape requires a cold assessment of your primary life constraints. You can filter your choices through two variables: your immediate need for cash flow stability and your long-term tolerance for risk. The pragmatic pivoter is a professional who needs a steady salary to meet existing obligations. For them, the best move is a soft commit, upskilling into cloud architecture or data analytics on nights and weekends without quitting their current job. The future proofer is typically a student. If you have an analytical mind, target renewable energy. If you lean toward empathy, choose the care economy, but ensure you are literate in AI tools to handle the heavy administrative burden inherent in those fields. The independent seeker should view their day job as venture capital. Use your salary to fund a digital lifestyle business in your spare time, building a secondary income stream that can eventually support full-time autonomy. Every branch of the matrix eventually funnels into a single, non-negotiable trait: adaptability. By 2030, the labor market will favor the skilled technician over the generalist. AI will not take your job. A human leveraging AI will. A career is now a calculated trade. The winners will be those who identify the